Invocation by Ken.
Father, we bow our head before you at this time and give you thanks for the privilege we have to do in you and in moving so take up the first thing in the verse of water in our minds. And we can find peace and happiness all
Amen. Flag salute by Greg Firth.
Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Mike will lead the song.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I see. Land where my fathers died, and where my pilgrims cried, from every mountain side, let freedom ring.
Ken will have our program today. Pat?
Hey there, Lloyd, how are you?
Hey.
How's it feel to be president?
Better than this last week.
Yeah, better today than last week?
Yeah.
Good. Well, Lions, as is the way it can possibly be in the month of November, my program guy got busy. He got ridiculously busy. He got so busy when we talked this morning, he's like, there's no way I can make it. So I get to call upon my go-to guy.
Come on, more.
Man, I thought they liked us.
This is his mulligan.
Yeah, my mulligan. That's it. So, and the other part of it is, as soon as Hal's done, I actually got to take off. So Isla and Leroy are going to be your tail twisters because business is too good. Because the supply chain is so broken that stuff is just messed up. And I got to race to Portland and get stuff because people need stuff. So a long introduction for Hal goes about 13 minutes. So sit back, relax, get yourself ready. Everybody here knows that he was a past council chairman, you know, the highest place you can be in a multi-district, kind of overlooking however many tens of thousands of Lions and how many hundreds of clubs. And he did an admirable job. We all know that. But here's the most important thing about Hal. If there's a work party here, he's doing it also. If there's
Except for the hard ones.
Except for the hard ones.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for when we got to pick up heavy things.
That's right.
Right? We stopped those. We stopped doing those. But the long and the short is we've lost several Lions here, and they've all been described as a Lion's Lion. And for my purposes, I would like to introduce to you past council chairman, my Lion of Lions, Hal Palmer.
Hey.
Thank you, brother. But before you leave, I would like to present to you evidence of my time in Cozumel. My goodness, this is tall. Yeah. For the last day in Cozumel, I was able to sing single solo because I had all grandkids there. And I wore the shirt today primarily to brag. I got to tell you, when it's pouring rain up here, you want to know what it's doing down there? It's a light rain, and the sun's out. So, I'm sorry about missing the last couple of weeks. I missed one. I was gone, yeah. Just so you know, after my trip back from Las Vegas, I tested positive for COVID. I had sniffles for 2 days and took cold pills, but tested negative when we came back from Mexico. So it was a grand time. I'm just going to spend a few minutes to talk to you about one aspect of Lions Clubs International Foundation that you may not be aware of, and it's the Legacy Program. Each one of us here should have a will. You all have a will. You have a will in a way. Yes. Yes, I got that. The legacy program allows you to put Lions Clubs International Foundation in your will. I have the processes and the people to help you do that. It's one of the ways that we're meeting the Campaign 100 goals. It's a fairly simple process. What? Don't count my odds, it's been a while. When you're on a sailboat almost every day, you don't talk much, right? Right, John? You remember those days. Mark, yeah. Those other sailors, except for Ron, he talks to himself all the time. Right, yes. So, the program is simple like this. You just put a codicil in your will, and it says, I'm not talking politics.
I'm talking about pulling a fire alarm.
Oh, okay, I see. That's been done to me before as district governor. I could not get that computer password to be accepted. So at the moment, there's no Zoom. So people are asking, apologize for that. I left my cord at home, so I was going to use the clubs, but it doesn't want to accept the password. Oh well. But legacy program looks like this. In your will, I hereby bequeath to Lions Clubs International Foundation the sum of, whatever that sum of is. If you let me know what that sum is in your will, yes, I'll gladly accept it in advance. I'll be gladly to accept it. And what's cool about that is that counts towards our model club progress, and it counts towards the Campaign 100 goals. In the last year, I think in our district, the last 2 years or 3 years, there's been about $30,000 that's been put in by people by adding that to their will. So, in order to keep it short, which you like, right? Yeah. What questions do you have about the legacy program? Pretty simple, isn't it?
Behind you.
Pat's got one.
Can it be a dollar amount or a percentage of your estate?
Yes. They prefer the dollar amount. But a percentage of your estate could be allocated too, and then you would just guess what the value of your estate is. Phil?
For anybody who has served as the personal representative on an estate, I would beg you to state a dollar amount.
Yes. Yeah. And I've handled an estate, my brother and I handled an estate, and it is interesting, that process. Once the executors are appointed, they're supposed to abide by the rules of the will. Right. That's what they're supposed to do. I have heard situations where that hasn't occurred, and I would guess Judge Stonier has seen a whole lot more of those than he'd want to ever admit. It makes Judge Judy look like fun, right? No. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. So, why would you consider, anybody here, why would you consider putting LCIF in your will? Anybody want to share with me? Get back at your wife? Oh, that's a good one. Oh my goodness. How many times did you see that one? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's the old joke about the husband who, how's the joke go? Oh yes. Honey, do you love me? Yes, I love you. Well, if I die, what would you do? Oh, I'd be okay. Would you get remarried? Maybe. Really? Okay. If you got remarried, would you promise you would not give my golf clubs to him? And she says, yeah, that's okay. He's left-handed. How old is that joke? The old ones are the best one. Yeah. And I skipped a couple of steps too. So, who here would have a question about that? About this process and doing it? Skipper.
What project is the money dedicated that you do raise?
Oh, okay. Okay, LCIF has 4 different areas. Oh, what a great question. 4 different areas. Number 1 is emergency grants. We see emergency grants all the time. 2, community, we'll call them community improvement projects. Emergency disaster, community improvement. Another one is an example of what happened up in British Columbia. International Director Alan Hunt's club raised $250,000. LCIF matched that $250,000 to buy a $500,000, well, it's Canadian, of course, so it's less. So a $500,000 machine for their hospital for early detection of breast cancer. Currently, our district has a small fund where we can match projects, and where the district right now is looking at helping out Napa Vine, Nowaka Lions in some kind of communication devices for their fire department. So, could you designate a project? Yes.
Lion, how?
Yes.
This question is either for you or you lawyers in the room. When you pass,
Yes.
if your estate is not worth as much as you expected it to be, do the bequests that go to your families come before bequests to organizations, or how is that handled?
Jim Stonier. Honorable.
Honorable
You
Judge
can
Stone.
probably structure it that way, but the rule of thumb is that specific bequests, such as $10,000 to the Lions Club, that would take the highest priority. Then rest, residue, and remainders, such as everything else goes to the family in certain numbers, that would be second. So you need to know that if you give a specific bequest, that comes out.
It's
first.
taken out off the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could structure it such that, I suppose that qualify it and say if anything is, if you save so much, then.
What happens if I bequeathed $10,000 and when I passed, my estate wasn't worth even $10,000?
Specifically, the first thing that comes out are the costs of the estate. For example, when Hal Palmer made a lot of money
Yes.
as a personal representative, they get paid first. The taxes, the bills get paid first, then the specific bequest. So let's say after all the bills and all the costs of the estate were paid, and there's only $10,000 left, that would go to the specific bequest, and all rest, residue, and remainder, there is none. So that would leave them without anything.
So if you had nothing left after all costs and expenses,
And
but
bequest.
$3,000, the Lions would get
They would
$3,000.
get the $3,000, yeah.
Good question, though. Good question. Do you want to come up and stand with me, Jim?
No, I'd rather not. Al.
Yeah, I understand. I want a photograph of Jim and I being happy with each other, right? Okay, what other questions might you have? James.
You might explain to us how we have benefited from LCIF from the very beginning.
Oh, yeah. Jim's memory is better than mine, but Camp Kalama received $10,000 2 years in a row because of flooding. Boy Spurt Lions received $10,000 and or more, I don't know the following number. Historically, the donations from Multiple District 19 have been exceeded by the monies spent in Multiple District 19. And when you have a crisis like they had up in Chehalis or up in Oso, you can understand how those expenses can be exceeded. I don't, Michael, do you remember, did LCIF help with the first van, as far as you know?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. We have to read that thing on the side of the van, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna do that next time I go to.
Okay. Well, now that you're retired, you can read it whenever you want to, right?
No, I can't because you didn't want to ask you.
Oh. What other questions do we have? Have we helped cities in Texas? Keitha, can you answer that question?
Thank you, Judge.
You know you have. You know they have, because Texas is one of those states that likes to invite hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff like that.
They're wonderful.
They're wonderful. I like. Question? Did you just get the $1 from Jim? Yeah, okay, good job. Okay, thank you. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Brother?
Thank you very much, Lion Hal. This is where you guys applaud. Thank you very much. Guess what? You're not going to get a mug, and you're not going to get a membership application. Just going to let you know. Folks, next week, of course, your grand and fearless leader will be Greg Firth, along with Mark Kelsch and others who are helping with our membership drive. So before they get up here to talk about that, I will just say that I hope that you have invited someone to be here who is a non-lion, that we fill the house with folks. And as they say, as we grow in abundance and girth, we will have more to give. Whereas in my case, I'm just working on the girth part, and I'm trying to give as much as I got. So President Lloyd, I guess it's your turn to run down your list. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pat. Greg Firth, membership.
No, I don't. President Acting Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests. Tomorrow is our invite a friend to lunch day.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, we changed it. That way you find out the people are listening.
Yeah.
Anyway, next Tuesday, invite a friend to lunch. Can I see a show of hands of those that are going to bring a guest?
Oh, I couldn't bring him.
I'm still trying to find a friend.
So Palmer looks for friends.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have a few. As long as we get one or two, I don't care. Cool. It's going to be kind of an experiment, see how it works. If it works well, we'll do it again in the springtime. And next week, we'll have a short orientation. Give people that are coming in an idea of what Lions are all about, and answer any questions that they may have. One thing, I got an email from Lions Clubs International. The fee waiver has been extended to June 30th. So there will be no initiation fee all the way through the first half of next year, which is good. And that reduces that amount. One thing on dues for the coming year, while I've got the floor, the board has already voted to keep the $70 per person for next year, rather than the $100. Our administrative budget is flush, because we haven't been spending the money because of COVID. So a little bonus for next year in that respect. Does anybody have any questions on membership? I have membership apps with me today. No?
Hey, now Louis will talk about Christmas lighting.
Acting President Lloyd, fellow members and guests. I got a lot of things to talk. Okay, Christmas. We hauled all the stuff over there last Saturday, and thanks to everybody that helped. And so tomorrow, the city's going to put the lights in the trees, and they'll need some help. So Rex will be there at 7 o'clock. So he would like for us to be there at 7 in the morning, a.m. I don't know. And then On Saturday, we're gonna finish decorating, and you women can help on this, putting the lights up around in the bushes and whatever, and we're gonna be there at 9 o'clock on Saturday. And it's supposed to be nice weather on Saturday, so you have no excuses. And then, that's enough of that. So, oh, and we also, we put the carousel up and everything on Saturday while it was nice, so we don't have to worry about that part. I have some, our special sauce over there. I'm asking for a donation for it. So, help yourself. And I think that's it. Anyway.
Okay, Cindy will talk about the toy run.
I get confused too. I speak for her and she speaks for me. I was in a house the other day, there were 4 Cindy's. No, yeah, it never happens.
Imagine being in a house with 2 islands.
Ooh, God, that'd be
President.
dumber.
Lloyd, members and guests. The play run is November 28th, it's a Sunday. It starts at 1 o'clock over at the Kelso Longview Elks. That's over there. So she needs lots of people to help direct the traffic. And there's a sign-up sheet right here. It's at the end of the month. And then there are 2 visitations next week. One is Monday the 22nd, and that's Wahkiakum County. And the other one is Orchard Evergreen, and it's a Zone 2 meeting. So that'll be fun. Oh, that one is the 23rd, the day after, so Monday, Tuesday. Then, check my list. Oh, someone said something about bowling. Was that Free Lake for Life?
Yes.
And when is that?
I think it's on the 28th from 5:23. Costs $30.
$30. I wanted to put that in the calendar. It sounded like something different to do.
I can find out more on the date.
Yeah, if you could contact me before next Monday, then I can send it out next week. But that sounds like it's something different to do. I've had knee surgery and foot surgeries for like forever, and I used to bowl all the time, almost every day. Hello, guys. Still talking? So, and then I'm going to have a meeting right after this meeting for the Christmas party, which is December 4th. That's the same day as our walk and up, which is going to be a walk and draw, or their version of. So, I think that's everything.
Cindy, what was the date of that party?
December 4th, same day as the walk and up, it's Saturday. All right, so we'll relax in the evening, have a party. So. Oh. All right, well, there's a choice. Warm inside building, getting fed, or out in the cold, freezing rain and snow. So anyway, if we'll have a meeting right after this for the Christmas party. Thanks.
Take over to Paul.
Paul? Paul?
Yep.
Acting President Lloyd, fellow lines and guests. I have 2 sign-up sheets over there. One, of course, is for the bell ringing at Fred Meyer, December 11th. Now, we have people signed up for every shift except 4 to 6, and I understand that. I'll serve as one person at 4 to 6. We get a couple more. It's nice to have 3 people can rotate around. Now, okay, great. The other sheet over there is something I got a call about yesterday from the Salvation Army. This is one of my favorite charitable groups. They wanted to know if our club would be willing to provide some people Monday, the 29th. They need things taken upstairs on an elevator and then clothes for children sorted out according to groups and toys sorted and so forth. I didn't commit. People said I should have been, but anyway, sign up if you're willing to do that. I encourage you to sign up. I think the Salvation Army does so much for kids. And if we get some people to sign up, I'll tell them we have a crew. Just one thing, luckily for me, I have a date after the meeting. Unfortunately, I can't remember who it's with.
Paul, what's the time on that? On
What?
the clothing, what time?
It's 1:15, excuse me, I didn't mention that. 1:15. Anyway, take a look at the sheet. Please sign up if you're willing to do that. Thank you.
Can I tell Sue to remember her name?
Oh,
You're on.
I'm on.
We're on. Okay, today I am going to be the first one to actually put $3 in here, and Greg Churchill will tell you why. He told me.
President Lloyd, Lions and guests, I got myself in trouble trying to match wit with I.
Oh, my goodness.
Can't do it. But due to a post she made on Facebook, I told her she had to owe $1, and she did it twice more. So, and can I say it was about her sex life? Anyway, no, I was putting on socks, I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Acting President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I just wanted to thank publicly Lions and Phil Olson for sending me Facebook messages, greetings, saying hi, and so I'm just taking this opportunity to say hi back. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Dwayne. Da-da-da, 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 da-da. Da-da-da, 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 da-da. Here I come. Mark? Where's your badge?
In the car.
Oh.
Acting President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, first a happy dollar. Good to see Keith Huff here today. Trying to remember what my second number is. I guess I should even look at. Oh, with Gary Hill no longer with us, John Claypool's probably the only person that will understand this, but I scored tickets to see Uncle Bonsai in Leavenworth on Friday night, so I'm heading over there. Looking forward to that concert. And second is kind of a prayerful request dollar for the Lions that are up in Northwest Washington, my old stomping grounds when I lived in the Bellingham area. It's huge floods up there. If anybody's on Facebook with past International Director Al Hunt, you can see his pictures. Vancouver, BC, as of last night, was completely cut off by road. There was no way to get in or out of the city of Vancouver last night.
Thank you, Mr. Non-Badge Wearer. I'm going to tell everybody. Kid. Cindy Sessions, who's wearing a badge, past president.
Acting President Lloyd, fellow Lions guests, I'm also happy that Keith is here because he gets to stay at our house and we get to visit a lot more than probably he wants to, but that's the way it is. Also looking forward to Thanksgiving. We're having it at our house and I wanted to go all out on the food. Talked to daughter Sam and she's got bringing her boyfriend and she goes, he wants meat and potatoes, Mom. And I'm like, really? That's it?
Well, does turkey count? Hi, Mr. J. Christensen.
Some of you may remember me. Anyway, acting president, I don't get that. Fellow Lions and guests. Oh. It's a coup. Forget that. Just make him the president.
Anyway, I'm Jay Christensen, and I have returned to the club. And I can remember when I started out in this club, but it's been a long time ago. Thank you.
You're welcome. Dave, you know we're coming back to you. Dude, oh, Jim Reineke, past district governor. Ooh.
Presiding Officer Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I've got a happy dollar. One is because Keith Huff is here. The other was a comment was made back here about a battle of wits. And I brought, Pat Palmer told me a long time ago that his brother Hal was one of the bravest people he'd ever met in his life. Many times he's gone into a battle of wits unarmed.
I am never unarmed. Gail Bradley.
Acting President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, this is a sad dollar. My brother-in-law passed away.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you owe a fine for a tag being out. Skippy. Skippy.
How did he used to say it? I get no respect. No respect at all. I want to tell you. Acting President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, some of you might remember that the Cougar bus was riding along the road to a bowl game with nothing in its way but a stop in Eugene. Anyway, they go now to Arizona, who I don't believe they won the game, or if they won the game, it'll be against us. Oh, they won one. Okay, well, they're up for two, maybe, knowing my Cougs. But the Huskies, they're well on their...
They lost their lead dog.
They had no dog in the fight.
Thank you, Skippy. And this gentleman has already paid one fine for letting his phone ring and ring and ring.
It was your girlfriend.
Acting President, fellow Lions and guests, here's $1 for the state of Washington that doesn't have a football coach anywhere.
Hey, Evergreen still has their football coach.
That's right, that's right, those gooey ducks. Everybody, they're undefeated, they've yet to win a game. That's right. Here's $1. I gotta tell you that I spoke at the Kelso Lions Club just recently, and when they sang, they're horrible. And they've always been horrible. When I was a member, they were horrible, and I gave them money because they really need to dispense with singing. They're related to hell. Oh, that's a slander. And as I was sitting here, I was listening to some talk at the table about some veterans and some of their experiences, and $1 for the veterans.
Thank you. Hey, Mr. Ron Stoppler, how are you?
Hi, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Acting President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, this is a sincere $1. Paul Spears has another girlfriend he wants to bring because he's afraid we're going to rough her up. So I want you all to understand that when we do, we're just testing him to make sure that she's the right one.
Hello.
Hello.
No introduction needed.
President Acting Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, first $1. Last night I was on the phone with Mike and Anita Boland. They both said to say hi to everybody here. Mike's still same, can't do anything with the whole right side of his body, but he gets around. The other dollar, I'm happier than heck that Jay Christensen is here today. He came back to a club that does stuff. Early bird lions, all they do is pick up papers.
Okay. Here I come, Hal. Mr. Hal Palmer, past council chair.
Hey, thank you very much. And Leroy, acting tail twister. I'm throwing in $10 because I have missed 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. One was for self-isolation, so whatever it was. Another was, in Cozumel, and I forget what the third one was. It was a really good reason. If anybody wants a copy of the photo, I can get this to you. I look really relaxed, don't I? Yeah. Hey, I paid $10, and there's still time. So, I think I'd tell you what's interesting. I'd never heard of Cozumel before. My daughter called a few months ago and said, "You want to go to Cozumel?" And it's interesting. It's an island. Has anybody been to Cozumel? Okay. You understand what I'm talking about. You don't understand what it is till you get there. I've been told it's a small-sized Cancun, except the beach is on the other side. It was a great time. 6 grandkids all there. No, wait a minute. 4 grandkids, daughter and son-in-law, 6, plus us was 8. That's it. Yeah, counting is hard because I think my brain is still on East Coast time. And if you notice that during my presentation, because I totally screwed up that joke, but you got it. I love it. So those are my happy bucks. I'm the sad buck, and obviously happy to be a veteran. That was interesting how they handle Veterans Day down there. It was just another day in Mexico. Yeah, and we were in an all-inclusive resort. So all that weight I lost, that I told you about last year, I'm pretty sure I got it all back, and I got to work on getting it. My daughter says, "Oh, Dad, you'll love an all-inclusive resort. You get free drinks, you get food all day long." And I'm going to tell you, the grandkids kept saying, "I'm starved, I'm starved." I'm going, how can you freaking be starved? Every meal was a little bit of everything. So it was a fun time had by all.
Thank you. Oops, Gina. Am I walking too fast for you, Leroy? I think I'm older.
That's okay. I know where to put the $5. Future President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I'm putting in my dollars because I was working on my phone for a period of time back here, and so I'll pay the fine for that. But I was helping Steve babysit. He's babysitting our new one all by himself. So I was helping him babysit. I also sent a text to a friend to maybe get here for orientation, and I got a volunteer for the toy drive. You would think I could do that on my own time, but you know how it is. And the other thing is take $1 of that because I was late for the meeting.
It's okay. No. Hey, I think it's Dave's turn. David Smith. I think so. Want to take that?
There's $2 to keep that. Acting person president, Lloyd, yes. I did remember his name, on fellow Lions and guests. First of all, I would like to read two things I might get in trouble with, I might not. I'm going to read 2 scriptures. For the wages of sin is death, But the free gift of God is eternal life through Christ Jesus our Lord. That's Romans 6:23. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus Lord is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For it is by believing in your heart that you are made right with God, and it is by confessing with your mouth that you are saved. Romans 10:9-10. I'm very passionate about the Lord. Because I think it's very important. But you know what makes me happy? I'm going to give you a song, and I'm going to try to do it correctly. Oh, and it's going to be different. Oh, beautiful for space. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, and ever waves of green, for purple majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed his light on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Thank you. God bless you.
Any more happy dollars? Acting President Lloyd?
All right.
I believe you're up.
Okay. Thank you, Leroy. Okay, we got the Christmas lights stuff going up this week, Wednesday and Saturday, right, Louis? And Bowling for Dollars for Relay for Life on the 28th. What time? You have a time on that or anything?
I think it's like 1 to 3 years. I'll find out in a year.
Okay. And Paul has bell ringers, got a sign up list over there, and sign up list for Salvation Army. We're going through clothes. And then we have Cindy talking about senility.
I have someone on my President Top. Is that Lloyd? Remember the guest. I have someone here as O.D. Zellings.
Alliance, Eve Alliance.
What is?
What about him?
What is that?
You don't remember O.D.?
You don't remember remember one. I think he's in Olympia somewhere. He was a guest for 15 years after that.
And then White, is he in here? It's a thing.
The previous secretary that question.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that person. And a reminder, the board meeting is not this week. I kept changing it on my computer, but it's still stuck on the 18th. I have no idea why. I am getting a new one today. Hopefully it is the computer and not the operator. So, but anyway, the board meeting is next Wednesday at 8 o'clock at Cascade Hideout. Thank you, Leroy.
All right. Okay, the white ticket, are you ready?
Ready.
Better put my glasses on so I can see the numbers.
Can we have an awards meeting back here right after this, please?
Cindy has something? Isla?
Well, okay then. Hello there, Acting President again. I just wanted to give a brief sunshine report. I was talking to our treasurer, Dolly, and she broke her toe. I don't know which one, but she's been ordered to sit down for the next 6 weeks, so I don't know how she's going to do that and fly back here, but she's going to somehow manage.
Okay. White ticket, 473-808. Who won? Oh, all right. We got a winner. Here we go with the red ticket. Are we ready?
Who got the white ticket?
391, 223. Ken.
What is it?
Mike Kane.
Who got it?
Ken.
He said white tape.
Thank you.
And Darlene for the fake drawing. We don't have that buck to do the drawing, do we? That monthly drawing?
It's like the first of the month.
Okay. Does anybody else have any announcements they'd like to make? Any more announcements going?
How about show of hands that those are going to be there tomorrow at the lake?
How many people are going to show up tomorrow to help out on the lake? Skip. A little higher, Skip. All right. That's about it for here. Everybody have a good day.